Deputy Director here at Enterprise Georgia.
I'm medical advisor of APTOS company in the field of gynecology.
Maxillofacial and aesthetic surgeon from Georgia, and I want to say a few words about APTOS company. It is our great pride that this innovative company offering us unique products is Georgian. You can always be sure that this company has got your back. They teach you all the tricks that you can use to make your treatment even better.
I have joined the company since 2014, and those 10 years have been full of challenging experiences. For me, APTOS is an industry leader who sets the standards for others and strive towards perfection through continuous improvement.
I'm medical advisor of APTOS company. With my experience in APTOS Threadlifting method, I redefine beauty with freshness and innovations. And it's not about just lifting face, it's about lifting spirits and confidence.
My name is Mariam and I'm working here in APTOS in marketing department. Today I want to tell you about unique experience of working here at APTOS. I worked in many different companies before, many different global companies before, but never felt this scale and these opportunities as I do in APTOS. I'm working here at APTOS for almost 2 years already, and can you imagine I never did the same job, no routine at all. Always something new, something fresh, always unique and full of interest and excitement.
I started communication with APTOS company as a training manager, and as I was a medical student, it was a great experience for me to join this incredible APTOS big family.
Our agency is under the Ministry of Economy and Sustainable Development. We are one of the main development agencies in the country. Our mandate is to have SMEs develop and increase their productivity and employment. Very proud and glad one of our beneficiaries is APTOS Georgia. We have been partnering with APTOS since 2017, and APTOS is exporting the Georgian products to more than 100 countries, and from our side we want to wish them very best of luck.
Hello, I am Anna Slamenta from Georgian American School. First thing I want to say, it is amazing that we have a company like APTOS in our country. I've been connected to APTOS since my childhood, and it is an honor to be a part of this company, and which is unique, inspiring, innovative community. APTOS is a place where all responsible people are gathered and trying to create a beauty and make the world happier. Adults and students are doing their best to reach that goal.
მეტი არ შემო სხვაგან ამას ვერავინ ვერ გააკეთებდა ალბათ და ჩემი სიხარული ერთი ეს იყო რომ რაც მინდოდა ის გამოვიდა მას რაც უნდა ის დადებითი იყო და მიხარობდა ყოველთვის ეს ორგანიზაცია ასეთი ძლიერია და ასეთი კარგი პროფესიონალი ადამიანები მუშაობენ ამ ორგანიზაციაში.
Hello, I am Bernard Moreau, plastic surgeon from Paris. I would like to insist on the interest of the resorbable threads to introduce you both doctors and patients into techniques of suspension of tissues, which is something unavoidable today to treat aging. Georgia is not only a country for football, but also for threads.
This year, in 2024, I started working with the APTOS Navica, the new innovation. The best results I got. All patients very, very satisfied with the results. The best lifting ability of all threads that I had ever worked with. Till filming this video, I had more than 85 cases with the Navica, with the best result of all threads in all time.
Today I want to share with you my experience with the APTOS threads. I'm an APTOS international trainer and I am using them for more than 3 years. Introducing them in my practice was a real revolution. Given a non-surgical facelift in only 20 minutes under only local anesthesia is a game changer. We lift the tissues, we reposition the volumes, and we provide a long-lasting biostimulation, and we really see the satisfaction in the eyes of our patients.
So I'm so proud about the history of APTOS, and as main senior at base together for Kolkhida and all development concerning the scientific matters surrounding APTOS. I would like to mention that thanks to the father, Marlene, very big creator on the field of the threads, and then now the new generation with George and Constanta and Almida, who are now the very key driver concerning all the segment dedicated to the threads in our profession.
My name is Renata Frączak, CEO of Aesthetic Concept Company from Poland. Last year, we celebrated 10th anniversary of satisfied distribution of APTOS products, which brought us a lot of awards. I'm delighted to be an APTOS exclusive partner because it brings recognition, satisfaction, and business opportunity.
I mean, we are like one big worldwide family without any borders.
And I believe that together with APTOS, we can change our patient's life.
And the last but not the least is the fact that these products have the great patient satisfactory rate. What else can our doctor wish for?
All right. Now this was I hope you all understand and hear my voice. It was a very inspiring video we've witnessed right here. So, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm so happy to be here, welcoming you to the future of uniqueness. So, firstly, I would like to say thank you for being here and joining us here at the APTOS Symposium, where we celebrate innovation, we celebrate excellence, and most importantly, we celebrate the unique beauty in each and every one of us. So, we are thrilled to have you here at Kolkhida 2024 as we unveil our new brand philosophy, which is unique as you are. So the philosophy represents our commitment to individuality, to authenticity, and the belief that everyone is uniquely beautiful. We just saw a video showcasing APTOS from different people's perspectives, and it captured the essence of our journey and the diverse experiences that shape who we are finally. So through the eyes of our patients, practitioners, and partners, we saw how APTOS really touched lives and truly transformed the field of aesthetics. So throughout today's symposium, you will hear from industry leaders, you will also experience groundbreaking innovations, and also witness the unveiling of our latest advancements. So ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and please get ready to be inspired. Because now I will take you, and I'm so happy to take you, through our story so far with APTOS Unplugged. So the journey of APTOS, it began with a vision to revolutionize the aesthetics industry. And today, you must agree, APTOS stands as a global leader in thread lifting. So from humble beginnings to current success, APTOS has continuously pushed the boundaries of innovation. And the story that I'm about to share right now, it's amazing, it's beautiful, and truly inspiring. So this story begins in the unique and beautiful region of Georgia. It's called Imereti. So imagine a place where history and nature intertwine so seamlessly that you might stumble upon dinosaur footprints while sipping on mineral water at a wellness resort. And the capital of this beautiful region is called Kutaisi, and it's really not just any city, you know. It really is the cultural and the historical heart of Georgia, boasting ancient ruins of Vani and the balneological paradise of Tzaltubo. This is beautiful Imereti, one of the most captivating regions in western Georgia. So the reason why I've mentioned breathtaking Imereti is because Dr. Marlon was born there. Picture a young boy growing up surrounded by rolling hills, lush vineyards, and crystal clear rivers. You must agree that such environment naturally inspires greatness, right? And it did by that time as well, otherwise there could not have been such greatness and such success. So living in such a picturesque place, he was always close to nature, fishing, tending to vineyards, and making wine, which was not just any kind of wine. So we should say that Dr. Marlin's life was a beautiful blend of the ordinary and the extraordinary. He grew up like a typical boy, any typical boy from Imereti, but he always dreamt big. He had his heart set on a future in healthcare, and he aspired to be a surgeon. He followed his routine, but deep down he knew that he was destined for something bigger and something even more greater. So over time, his interest shifted to plastic surgery. And in the Soviet Union, by that time, the information on this subject, and not only on this subject, was as rare as a sunny day in London, believe me. And when he went to study in Moscow, he observed surgeries in secret because the surgeons were more guarded than a dragon with its treasure. So now I would like to hop in 1987. While living in Kutaisi, Dr. Marlin, he read an article in a journal about gold threads discovered in one of Egypt's mummies. So these threads were used for skin rejuvenation. And imagine that, gold threads in mummies. Talk about bling from beyond the grave. He also knew that these threads were used in aesthetic medicine in France and wondered how they worked, probably having barbs for facial lifting, he thought. This idea stuck with him like a gum on a shoe, always in the back of his mind, sketching and pondering. So fast forward to the 90s, ladies and gentlemen. Georgia and Russia didn't have such threads, but Dr. Marlin's curiosity wouldn't quit. When he went to Russia, he brought gold threads from France, biostimulators made of gold, antiseptic, neutral metals like gold, platinum, and silver. He attended a procedure in Russia and realized that these threads had no barbs. His idea was more intriguing. He immediately got to work, cutting suturing material at home with a scalpel, making barbs under a magnifying glass, sterilizing them in the cleaning autoclave. He tested on himself, and guess what? Boom, it worked. So it gave him chills, and then he tested on women around him, including his beautiful nurse wife. Efforts were made, ladies and gentlemen, to showcase this amazing invention to the world. And the big break came with an invitation to a congress which was held in Mumbai, and it happened in February 2001. So their presentation was on the last day, at the very, very end. But fate, it had other plans. On the second evening, they were among the top speakers at the gala dinner. And a special shuttle broke down, so they got an old, broken bus with no air conditioning in the heat. So the bus stalled on a dark mountain road, and they were sliding backward toward a cliff. Dr. Marlin and his son jumped out, found stones, placed them under the wheels, got everyone out, and restarted the bus. For them, it was another day. There's a regular day in Georgia, but for others, they were heroes. Everyone got to know them, of course, and they came to the final presentation. Now here, after that, the Congress was stopped, and they were asked to repeat the presentation. The threads were examined, and the audience was shocked by the idea. Pierre Fournier, among them, became an ambassador for APTOS. And I must remind you that the past Kolkhida 2023 was dedicated to his memory. Now, I would like to highlight the year of 2007, the very first time the Kolkhida was held. It happened at the 7th of July. And after 17 years, today, this event has grown to 18 international congresses. This journey filled with ups and downs, with tears and laughter, it is a testament to the spirit of innovation and the magic of Imereti, the birthplace of Dr. Marlin Sulamanidze. Truly, it looks like a movie scenario, like a movie plot. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Alexandre Chikobava, APTOS Global CMO. Alexandre and his team has been a driving force behind this new campaign and has a keen understanding of the importance of individuality in the world of aesthetics. So in his presentation, Starting the Movement, Highlighting Uniqueness, Alexandra will share how we are starting a movement that celebrates and emphasizes the uniqueness of each individual. He will highlight the strategic initiatives and creative campaigns that are pushing APTOS to new highlights. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Alexandre Chikobava. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Can you hear me? Right. So when I started working at APTOS, actually I was born in Georgia. I was working my whole life in Georgia, but then APTOS reached out to me, and I was shocked that I discovered a company that big and that unique is in Georgia. So first, even from the very beginning, I always hate this idea that this company is unique. Then, of course, 1 year passed, and I also get to know with some doctors. I understand this industry much more well, and I knew that everyone is unique. Of course, in this beauty industry, anyone is trying to have such like, oh, it's natural beauty, oh, this is too much. But no, it's not too much, because you are unique, and you are creating yourself unique however you want it to be. Because, for example, the idea of Dr. Merlin, how he started, he had the unique idea, which then developed and became this big. So everything starts from the very beginning. And we know that in the world is full of unique stories. Every one of you have some kind of unique feature, unique story, which have to be shared. So today I would like to welcome you to the future of uniqueness, of APTOS, of you, of our doctors, and everyone who will be with us during this journey. And the main thing is beauty has no standard. It is as unique as you are. So this was our brand evolution. When we are working together with a team, we realized that, okay, this is a company, how we can present this company to others, what can be the new brand ideology or philosophy. It's easy, because this company is like from innovation to tradition, and the path is with excellence. So of course our mission is the beauty, which is crafted with precision, designed for your uniqueness. So if you continue to this, of course it is important enhancing natural beauty, and of course our commitment as well is to natural beauty as well. So why unique as you are, you may ask. So this will be our new brand positioning, because every individual is uniquely beautiful. But what's for you the uniqueness, for example? The campaign which we are starting, it was inspired with diversity and individuality. So every face is a canvas. Everything is empty, because where comes uniqueness? Everything comes from inside, because you have your passion, dedication to something, you have some kind of unique thoughts, unique ideas. Of course, appearance is also very important, but appearance is already unique. And after, from your side, you are creating your new uniqueness with your appearance as well. So this was the main idea which inspired us to do things. So for example, with the campaign which I'm going to present, we have our own heroes which we're going to share to the world, because their stories are also unique. So for example, from the athlete who pushes boundaries to the doctor who pioneers new frontiers, and the artist who sees the world through a unique lens. Maybe you can also have some kind of pictures which you have presented, but later my colleague will explain what this picture means. So this is a unique campaign video which I would like you to present today. And why? Because at APTOS, we're gonna be a unique company. We'll believe that with passion, dedication, creativity, innovation, courage, and with resilience, we will be a very unique company forward. This is not about only for the company. This you also need to think about yourselves, because these 5 things, passion, dedication, also will lead you as well to your uniqueness. And you don't need to stand out, just be yourself, because you are unique. So everyone, I would like to now present the campaign in the video, and I hope it will inspire you, everyone.
In a world where every face tells a story, individuality reigns supreme. You don't need to stand out. Just be yourself. You are already unique. Passion drives you. dedication makes the impossible possible. Creativity defies limits, turning dreams into reality. Innovation blends the old with the new. Courage shatters stereotypes. Passion knows no boundaries. Resilience turns setbacks into comebacks. In every moment, with every step, you are painting a masterpiece. The world needs your story. Be as unique as you are. Unique as you are.
So this will be our global initiative. As you may see in our video, we just promoted unique persons. It's not about their unique approaches to their something, to their fields and etc. Actually, if you saw, there was different kind of fonts showing during the presentation. Why? Because we even went further to create 12 unique fonts specially designed for Aptos, because we just don't want it to showcase our unique project with only one typography. So we created 12 unique typography, which we're gonna use it. So what is our global initiative? We are not stopping here. It's not that we just shoot the video and that's it. No, we want to promote every doctor, every one of you, to find your way with your uniqueness. So we are taking unique as you are to every corner to the world, and we are waiting your stories to be shared and stories to be told to the whole world. So we created a small email with uniqueme@aptos.g, where we really would like to hear your stories, and then we can share this to the whole world, to the whole industry, and we're gonna here to help you. So be part of the movement and share your unique story. It's not a campaign, it's a movement. If you remember at IMCAS, we showed the sneak peek of our future program, where we also said that we are not just a company anymore, we are a movement. So now, we also, when we plan this campaign, when we shoot the videos, of course, we planned something unique activities. And we started with artistic collaboration with visionary artists. I'm sure some of you already saw our booth where we have some kind of interesting things. So this is our first unique collaboration with Aptos x Situanis. And what does it mean? So Situanis is the first runway collection debuted to Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week in Tbilisi. It's a Georgian designer, Irakli Rusadze, who created this brand. And in 2016, it's gained significant exposure. This led to the Milan Fashion Week, then to Paris Fashion Week, and every year he is presented in Fashion Week. And what we did here, the garments, this is actually an interesting part, which Situanis is creating, is wearing from Kim Kardashian. And if you remember Beyonce's tour last year, Beyonce was wearing the same garments designed by Situanis. So we are recognizing you are unique doctors for us. So we, especially for you, because Aptos is a unique company and our doctors also would like you to feel unique. So for you, we have created the unique uniforms for you. So what does these uniforms are? This is designed for comfort, functionality, and style, reflecting the brand philosophies of both companies. Don't forget, this is a luxury brand, but we wanted it to be accessible to every doctor, so Aptos made it sure to be covered, some part to be more accessible for you to wear. And I'm sure all of you will look very stylish in these uniforms, and I hope you also gonna enjoy. Next thing, with this uniqueness, what we did. For example, when APTOS was developing, and in the beginning, APTOS, when trying to enter to the US market, when Dr. George went, there was some kind of discussions. Is it okay to go only with APTOS? So the other brand consultants suggested that, no, it should be better to add something. So then Dr. George had some idea. So it was called the feather lift. So maybe you have an idea why it's called feather lift, because on the barbs, you know that our barb threads is reflecting with a bird's feather. So it's like creative genius, APTOS feather lift named for barbs resembling the bird's feather, evoking lightness because name signifies precision, lightness, and natural beauty. Then comes the innovative design, emphasize unique features like barbs, lifting, and rejuvenation. So this was the first logo here, if you can see, with the feather ones. And what we did with it, we want our legacy to continue. So with a very unique way, we created another editorial with Amarta magazine, and we created the fairy tale creatures, which are models, as in Georgia we call it kalchit, it's like bird women in the nature. So this reflects all the brand philosophy behind it, natural beauty, a feather, and etc. Actually, this magazine is available at APTOS booth, so you can go buy, just look it out. This is really interesting because the collection which the girls are wearing is also with another Georgian designer. So you have two things to do after symposium. Go to our booth, look at our uniforms, look at the magazine. And we are not stopping there. In the future, we're going to provide a very unique experiences with you, because every APTOS doctors, we want them to feel them unique with us, and of course, independently with their career. So the first thing, I don't know if you remember, we had Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week collaboration. We are 40 doctors from 15 countries already attended this event. And the main unique experience which we are planning, Dr. Marlene's 77th birthday celebration. Dr. Marlene's birthday is on 8th of October, which is a very interesting period here in Georgia because it's winemaking season. As Eleni already told, you know Dr. Marlene liked making wines because he lived in the Meridian. So we are giving you this opportunity to celebrate Dr. Marlene's birthday with Inventor. So for this information, also you can check our booth. And that's it. I'm going to present you now Mariam Pataraya, who will also go through with our brand strategy and speak how we implemented our unique as you are to our intimate line. Thank you, Mariam, and thank you, everyone.
Yeah, hello. So, dear doctors, dear friends, dear partners, thank you for coming. Today I would like to present you one very special project which is related to APTOS Intimate. So different brands are having different emotions. For example, if I will tell you Rolex, what comes first to your mind? Probably exclusivity, premiumness. If I say Apple, you think about simplicity, about innovation. This project is dedicated to launch new philosophy of APTOS Intimate, upgrading its visual identity and also philosophy to underlying belonging of APTOS Intimate to something to the feeling of being proud, belonging and support of something really important. Welcome to a new era of APTOS Intimate, where with the fusion of art and science, we celebrate and support women's health, women's confidence and pleasure. So, indeed, at APTOS, we believe in uniqueness of each person, of each woman, and we are offering personalized solutions to each woman for each period of her life. Today, we are very proud to present our collaboration with Georgian artist Rusudan Khizanishvili. This is the collaboration where she painted two paintings specifically for APTOS Intimate. which will become the basics of our new brand identity and brand philosophy, to unveil the silent mysteries and hidden secrets, and to reflect the beauty and complexity of the female experience, making each product and each woman as unique as piece of art. In this story, we are exploring and supporting biological and emotional challenges that women face, reflecting and digging into existential challenges that women face, and offering products that are not just only solutions, but also celebration of feminine. In this collaboration, where Georgian art and Georgian science go together in support of women, of person, of partner, of leader, of lover, of mother, and that's what we are taking care of. APTOS Intimate is underlining its dedication to support to support women in all roles. Dedication to provide care and support needed for health, confidence, and pleasure, making a tangible difference in women's life. Our product cater to various intimate needs, intimate health needs, starting from general problems, going to postpartum problems, of course, reflecting sexual life improvement, and of course, aesthetics in gynecology. Because we have heard lots of stories about female confidence that's struggling often, and we are taking care of. Lots of stories about female health that we are taking care of, and for sure, female pleasure is way much more complex, and we are taking care of. This is the collaboration and our new identity, which will support us to connect with our audience on a deeper level, with the aim to be understood and noticed, to feel the way our patients does, to interpret, to apprehend, to make the world be conscious of, and to reach the broader audience. APTOS Intimate line is more than a product line. It's a movement to support and celebrate women. Collect special bracelets that we have, get featured on a special map, on a sheltering night map, participate in our reward program, and share your stories, your success stories, stories of your patients, to contribute our educational initiatives. Join us to make the difference, because every woman is as unique as you are. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Can I have, yes, thank you so much for your amazing presentation. Now I would like to call out and invite an amazing and beautiful artist from Georgia, Rusudan Khizanishvili, to the stage, please. She's a renowned figure in the art world, and we're so honored. We're very happy to have her here and to have her as a collaborator with APTOS. So Rusudan, she will share how art and aesthetics intertwine, creating a unique and inspiring narrative that enhances the beauty and individuality of our brand. Her creative insights will shed light on how art can elevate and transform our approach to aesthetics. So, please, Rusudan.
Well, hello.
Hello. We're so happy to have you here.
Thank you so much for your choose. I'm sorry. One moment. Thank you so much for this chance of the collaboration. It was very interesting and
yes.
very ultimate challenge for me, like an artist in a female body. So
I'm going to join you over here. Yeah, this is an amazing collaboration, which has, we've mentioned that every story has to be shared, and it is an important thing to share the stories, because we have to be inspired every day, and we have to be reminded every day that each and every one of us is unique. So this is a beautiful example. So Mariam, can I ask you something? It is very interesting to share your story, how you first heard about this amazing artist, Rusudan, and her art, and what was the main reason when you decided to collaborate with her?
Yeah, so basically I went to the exhibition of Rusudan and I saw her paintings in time when I became brand manager of APTOS Intimate.
Okay.
And I came to the exhibition and understood that our philosophies are absolutely like meeting each other, and that's the best way.
That was the coincidence, that was the main point.
That was the great coincidence, which became a big project.
Yes, and Rusudan, I would like to ask you, what is your inspiration and what story lays behind this, behind the collaboration as well?
Oh, well, as Mariam mentioned, it was really a very big coincidence.
Yeah.
Because my statement and the philosophy of my art.
What is the philosophy of your art?
It's very easy to read, actually, because the paintings are like books. I am researching for a long time ago. I started working in like a feminist artist.
Okay.
It's very big word, actually. But I'm researching the female archetypes, and for me it's very interesting because I'm also a woman, so it's much easier to me to translate the art, the ideas through using but the painting the female body. Because it was the first what I met when I came to this world, actually.
Yeah.
So, and of course, I am trying to get back through my art, through the journey of an artist, to the matriarchal beginning of the world, because the woman, as we know, that the woman is the source of life.
Yeah.
So that's it, the dedication, that's the great dedication actually in my art to the women. Not only them, because I'm figurative painter,
Yes.
I love the human beings. I love all creatures of the
Because
world.
everyone is beautiful.
Exactly. And so,
And unique.
I don't know, so far, I just love what I'm doing, because I love that not only the shape of the bodies of the humans, also I love the shape of the souls, and I love not only the perfect soul, I love the imperfection
Yes.
in the humans. To me, it's much interesting, actually. Being imperfections always means being perfect.
Yeah.
So
Rusudan, you've
that's it.
mentioned that you love what you do. Well, dedication and passion to something that you love, this is also uniquely beautiful, I think so. So
Yes,
I would like to highlight one thing. One of your exhibitions, it was called Mothership.
Yes.
And it was a big thing. And the main philosophy is underlining your art. Could you tell us a few words about that exhibition, about Mothership?
Well, the Mothership was the exhibition which took place in the Window Project Gallery, which represented me in Georgia. And it was the duo exhibition with me and the Uta Bekaya, another artist. And I think the main idea, just what I was talking about, that it was a little bit the science we were joking about, the sending our messages, what will live in the world after we will stop living here. So it was very interesting to us. We were playing with this idea of the future. So because the future is unknown.
Yeah.
And we tried to understand how it will look, so we decided to feel this, the vessel, the cosmic vessel, and send it to the future, to the thousand centuries ahead. So that I think the main idea actually is exactly in the title of the exhibition, the Mothership. So it means everything.
Thank you so much for sharing the story. Last question, a quick one. Are we going to witness any more collaborations in the future? What are the goals? between you two?
Well, we never know.
We never
Let's
know,
see.
but we hope we have another great collaboration from APTOS and Rusudan, an amazing artist. I would like to thank you, ladies, for being here with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Enjoy your day.
Thank you. And now, before we move on to the next presentation, it is my great pleasure to invite our esteemed chairman to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Benjamin Asher, Dr. George Sulamanidze, Dr. Ferry Alfanian, and Dr. Albina Kajaya. Please, warm welcome. So now I would like to mention a few words that Dr. Albina will introduce Allure, our groundbreaking dermal filler. In her presentation, Meet the Dermal Filler Allure, Dr. Albina will explain how Allure is set to revolutionize the field of dermal aesthetics. She will discuss the science behind this innovative filler, its unique properties, and the remarkable results it delivers. So Dr. Albina's deep knowledge and passion for aesthetics truly make her the perfect person to introduce this product. Dr. Albina, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. A short misunderstanding. I thought that during the presentation, Alexandra will continue. But for us, for me and for George as well, it was a surprise like for you. We learned a lot of new things about our company. Yes, George? But I will not follow, let's say, the strategy, and I will not tell my story about the uniqueness. I will come back to the scientific part, and I would like to present you the new product. The new product which APTOS created this year, not created, developing, improving every year, but finally we are ready to announce the new dermal filler Allure. So this is my disclosure. I'm a dermatologist, I'm the PhD, working a lot for APTOS, living for APTOS, living with APTOS, and I don't know how to explain my dedication to APTOS. Yeah. So why Allure? Why we were thinking to put something new to our portfolio in the field of the threadlifting? Because first of all, the request from our patients. The most, let's say, highest request during our daily procedures when the patient is coming, we are doing consultation, is to improve the skin quality. The skin quality, this is the highest demand for all, as for ladies, as for the gentlemen. So that's why we were thinking about what if we can advise and we can produce a new type of the product which will be popular for different age ranges, for different aesthetic concerns, which will be non-invasive compared to the threadlifting, because with the threadlifting it's a little bit more or less invasive procedures, and following all the marketing threads which is shown every day. So that's why we were researching and thinking about, okay, regarding hyaluronic acid, it's going to be nothing new. Here is presented a lot of big players on the market, so that's why we were thinking even not to start to think in this way. And in our focus of attention was the biostimulator, which is very well known for us, which is PLA, polylactic acid, with a CMC for the biostimulation. So this is not a thread, this is a liquid biostimulators to improve the skin quality and the skin firmness, the recovery, for a lot of benefits. So today we are presenting the Allure 200 milligram. This is mostly for the face rejuvenation and small areas like neck, décolleté. For the body augmentation, 1,000 milligrams, as well as very well-known product already in the market, which already exists, and I will speak a little bit later about that. And the new type, the, let's say, exclusive formula like PLA plus HA, which is 200 milligram, and PLA HA, which is 1,000 milligram for the body treatment, body correction. bio and physiochemical characteristic of the polylactic acid. It's a very well-known composite which is absolutely safe, immunologically absolutely inert, non-toxin, and one of the biggest biostimulators. So what is the new in this field? Why we are so honored about this product? Of course, I agree with you. Here is a lot of the same products are presented on the market, but we wanted to not to be just one-off. We wanted to improve the main formula to give you benefits, because as you know, our strategy for the years, the product which is coming from doctors to doctors. And first of all, what we decided to do it much more, I'm sorry, I will return back, just, and I will show you. Let's see the big players on the market, which is, for example, the first one, the Sculptra, which is #1. It was from the past and from the beginning, and let's check the composition is PLA, CMC, plus mannitol. The concentration of the PLA is 150 milligrams, but the concentration of the active component is just only 40%. Compared to the Allure, we see the highest concentration in the milligrams and the highest concentration in the percentage. But from another side, if we will compare the particular sizes of the PLA, we can see our particular sizes are the lowest one. For what we need these lower sizes of our particulars. Okay, coming back to, for example, another players and competitors, let's check the reconstitution and effectiveness during the preparation, the PLA before the injection. And here we can see the crystallic form, and you can see it's not in the same sizes. It's something bigger, something smaller. It's very important point for us because, first of all, like a practitioner, it seems that we need more time for the reconstitution, because if we will not wait enough time, it leads to adverse events like granulomas, which I will speak about a little bit later. Another one, which is the same like powder form as well, we can still see here, for example, if visually we see the powder, it's for us, it's supposed to be like a fast reconstituted, but in reality, what our R&D department mentioned, the reconstitution is similar to the crystallic form. And I will stop a bit in the details about the microspheres, which is the similar design, and the difference between. For example, in our vial, we can easily say the lower pictures, which is showing Allure particulars, they're approximately the same sizes. What does that mean? We can control the reconstitution, so it will take 15-20 minutes. Compared to our competitors, we can see the different sizes. It means the non-controlled time for the reconstitution. So Allure polylactic acid, which stimulates the fibroblast, the collagen on the first, on the third type, and of course the milder inflammation reaction, what we mentioned, and the idea of putting hyaluronic acid, I just want to underline this is non-cross-linking hyaluronic acid, is just to decrease the inflammatory reaction immediately after an injection and after the treatment. So here is some histological research which was already published, but we can see the improvement and collagen stimulation, collagen fibers in soft tissues. Here is, we can see in different time points, like 7 days, of course, we can see the first biostimulation of the collagen fibers, and on even, we can still see the collagen fibers in the day 30 and 19. This is one of my favorite pictures. Why? Because we just wanted to show you this white spots, this is exactly the particulars of the PLLA, polylactic acid allure. Why it's very important slide? Because you see how it's distributed. It's very smooth. It's not collected in the groups. What for we need this as well? We are looking like watching for this like practitioners. It means we are in the safe zone, because when we will see the collection of the group of these particulars, it means that there is a higher risk of adverse events like granuloma. The benefits of the polylactic acid, one more time, is very well studied and very well known composition, which is absolutely safe for us, for the body, with the smaller sizes of microspheres, like 20, 30 sizes, very smooth, very well concentrated, and the molecular weight is higher compared to another. Allure mode of action, we are still staying in subcutaneous fat, not in the superficial layers, not in the deep layers. It's our injectable layer, subcutaneous fat. Indication for use, it's the same, like augmentation of the cheeks, lateral lifting, augmentation of mandibular angle. We are still influenced on the jaws. We are working at submental area, neck lines, décolleté area, abdomen area. The same is very nice indication for the knees correction, by the way, because it's one of the landmarks of the age. We can hide our age on the face. For example, we can do blepharoplasty. We will remove extra wrinkles. We can do facelifting. We can even do minus 10 years. But what we can do with our body, yeah? So the knees, this, let's say, one of the landmarks of the age. So now we have a solution how to treat such patients. And of course, the button augmentation, which is, I think, it all the time was very popular and still is one of the popular procedure in every country. Even in my office, this is one of the popular procedure because it only takes 30 minutes, no, let's say, recovery time. They see practically immediately the result, which increases in every day after the post-treatment. The higher risk, our company is not recommending to inject in the temporal area, forehead area, periorbital, perioral, or nose area, because we didn't study this, and that's why we want to advise you to stay in on-label methods. So how to reconstitute the allure? You can take picture of this slide. So 200 milligrams for sure. We need to put 1 or 2 ml of the lidocaine, because the pH concentration is not the same and similar to our body. So that's why the patient can feel some painness. So if you will put 1 or 2 ml of 1 or 2% of lidocaine, it will be unpainful for your patient. But as well, we need to put 9 or 10 milliliters of, attention, sterile water for the injections, which is as well very important for us. Allure 100 milligrams, we need to reconstitute with a 2 ml of lidocaine and with the 18 till 20 milliliters of sterile water for the injection. Why not saline? You will ask me a question, and I will answer you, because if we will put the saline, we will damage the main pharmacology properties of the polylactic acid. So that's why please follow our recommendation and reconstitute it with the sterile water. As well, our company recommends you to inject allure only with a cannula. Not needle injections, because in this case you cannot control the depthness of your injection, and there is a high risk if you will, during your movement out, when you are removing out the needle, you can leave the product in the superficial layer as well, which leads to the creation of the adverse events. Here is approximately marking, approximately dosage per site. So you can take picture of this, and I will not stop on the detail, but anywhere just for your understanding and highlighting. When we are working on such delicate areas like neck and décolleté, where is practically there is no fat, we need to double dilute it in this area just to avoid overcorrection. The reconstitution for the abdomen area, first of all, the benefits is a lifting, it's a filling of the excess skin, and improving of this area. The knees corrections we can use anywhere we want, absolutely comfortable to use. The preparation, reconstitution of the liquid, it takes 15 to 20 minutes. Easy apply, absolutely not painful for the patient, and honestly doesn't need any topical anesthesia. In case of the button lift, you may use cannula 19 gauge, a bit bigger sizes, but in this case we can split as much liquid as it needed for this bored area. Contraindications are approximately similar to threadlifting, nothing special, but what visible results we can achieve. Volumization of the cheekbone area, yes, for sure. The lifting of the face, for sure. Improving of the skin quality, glowing of the skin, even the feeling of the superficial wrinkles, or improving deep wrinkles as well, for example, like nasolabium falls. Absolutely safe, absolutely natural composition, and very well known, very well tolerated to the human body. And just one short slide which is showing the adverse events which are associated generally with the polylactic acid. This is not our cases. Here is the references to the article. You can take a picture and after that to read. These complications leads for not following, it was like experimental with the dilution, with the distribution of the liquid, even the injection level, even the injection tool which was used. Thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you. Dr. Albina, thank you so much for sharing. I think the new product, Allure, it deserves a bigger round of applause. Yes, and before I announce Dr. George, I would like to address to our experts, Dr. Benjamin and Dr. Farrell, if you have any comments, anything to say about the presentation and the new product that Dr. Albina introduced to the public.
Microphone, please.
Microphone, please. Okay, and we can turn this on as well.
Well. I'm totally not surprised, but I would say on a very concentrated mind when I see, the slide after slide. If you remember, I begin to be very focused on what you present. And I have to say that I'm totally on a very interesting intellectual interrogation about that's a new product with a new idea, and thanks to your creativity. We have to recognize, difficult to say no, or you make some imitation. They are not imitation. So I like that. It's a challenge for APTOS, a challenge for the scientific people we are. Let's discover what could be the potential of your creativity inside the field of the fillers. And I would say, as a scientific person, if you don't mind, I'm very interested about what's the result, what could be the safety, what could be, of course, the real result after 6 months, 1 year. So let's discover all together. We are motivated. 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 We are motivated
I would like to congratulate all of you because it was not very surprising from APTOS that you're all the time in the very innovative things. And it's with my, I'm not very young, so it is more than 25 years that I'm in the developing and also the scientific part of the fillers. And I realized that it's a unique filler. There is no competitors. What? This is exactly. On the details, they are not the competitors for. So it means that the details of these types of filler is unique, as I see, according to the ingredients and yeah, exactly. So congratulations, and we are here to see the results and also for the scientific trip that you are in front of you, and we hope that we are with you in this mission.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your comments. And now I would like to pass the speech to Dr. George Solomanidze with a tech talk on Namika, the latest innovation in thread technology. So, Dr. George.
I need microphone. Yes. So, you heard about the story of idea of my father, and you heard how this idea was born. And of course, you know that idea of thread is not new, and doctors was thinking about the thread procedures even in the past. But my father is the pioneer of the thread lifting procedures because he is the first who proposed to use barbed suture in aesthetic world. And in reality, he changed the world of aesthetic, combining, let's say, connecting surgical operations and injectables procedure with the thread and with the idea which he created and patented in 1996. And today, because of my father, we have such procedure, very important procedure in our life, which is anti-aging, anti-ptosis solution as a thread lifting procedures. And if we will look on the market, we will see the growth of the thread lifting procedures all over the world. Because our patients don't want so much to undergo surgical operations today. They don't have time for that, and they're afraid for a big operations, and they want a minimal invasive procedures in the practice, and they don't want long-lasting rehabilitation period. That's why now we are more and more doing injectable procedures, and thread lifting is a part of our practice in our clinics. And APTOS today is not only the inventor of the threads and this part of aesthetic. We are not only the leaders of the market, but we are driving this market forward. We are creating new ideas. We are building awareness about the threads and about the procedures connecting to the thread procedures. And of course, together with you, dear colleagues, we are influencing this market together all over the world because we already present in more than 100 countries with our great partners from the different countries. Today, in 3 manufacturers, we are producing the best product in the threads. And in case of APTOS, we are not just selling threads. We are not just creating the product. No, we are trying to create a solution for our patient with the different indications, with the different need to treat different problems on their face and body. That's why we have so many different products already invented and created for the market to treat different problems on the face of our patient and body as well. As you know, we are producing threads from the different materials. And our main material, which is polylactic polycaprolactone acid, is the best material for the thread, as we believe, because this is the only one composition which lasts for so long time period, for almost 2 years after the implantation, comparing with any materials that present today on the market. But most important is that we have our own development, which is the thread made from polylactic polycaprolactone and hyaluronic acid, which gives us extra benefits for our procedures. What is most important is the way how we're producing the thread. The composition of the thread made by us with a special technology of combining 3 different acids. We are taking polylactic and polycaprolactone acid together, and we are creating a small and micro and nano capsules, like a small bubbles made from this material. And then we put hyaluronic acid inside of these capsules. We take these capsules, PLA-CL shell with hyaluronic acid, and we build the thread. So our thread has a unique composition and also unique structure. It is not just a line of the thread. It is made from a lot of micro-nano particles. PLA-CL shell with hyaluronic acid inside. This is a really unique product today for the market. This is the hyaluronic acid, not cross-linked hyaluronic acid, which is covered by PLA-CL shell. We can deliver with the time period of the absorption of the thread. So in such case, we can say that we, first time for the market, again, created the new product, which is the first ever long-lasting solid biostimulator. Because it is a solid thread, it is not a liquid, and second, this is the long-lasting biostimulator because we are able to deliver hyaluronic acid by the time period of absorption of PLA-CL. The name of this technology is NAMICA. This name includes 2 meanings. First of all, it has a little bit Georgia inside. Nami is the Georgian word that means deo. We are refreshing faces of our patients. And second, of course, it shows the technology itself. It is nano-micro capsules. This is the main idea of the NAMICA technology. And the first thread we started to produce with this technology is the Excellence Visage, our best product for aesthetic market, speaking about the thread lifting procedures. Excellence Visage, the best for the thread with the best technology of NAMICA encapsulation with hyaluronic acid inside. We can control delivery of hyaluronic acid depending on the size of the capsules. With a big one, micro, we have thin shell around hyaluronic acid. So such micro capsules deliver hyaluronic acid quite fast, in the nearest 1 and 1.5 months after the implantation. The smallest one, nanoparticles with a bigger shell, these capsules deliver hyaluronic acid in the long-term period, within 6 months after implantation. So all this time period, when we implant the thread, within 6 months, we deliver hyaluronic acid to the cells of our patient tissues, soft tissue layer and skin. And just to understand the composition of our new product, I would like to say that in one package of Excellence Visage NAMICA technology, we have almost 40 milligrams of not cross-linked hyaluronic acid, which is equal to 3 syringes of hyaluronic acid injectables. And plus, we have almost 200 milligrams of PLLA inside, which is equal to 1 vial of PLLA injectable. So you can imagine the quantity of the biostimulators you are injecting together with one product. This is a great opportunity to achieve a complex result for your patients. You are getting not only the mechanical elevation of the tissues, which is the lifting effect, what we usually expect from the threads. We are not only armoring soft tissue layer, which is very important mostly for aging patients, but plus to it, we are getting additional effect, which is the real biostimulation and long-lasting biostimulation of the tissues. We even changed the structure of the thread, as you can see. Here you can see the microscopic pictures of the barbed thread Excellence Visage with the NAMICA technology. The structure of the thread gives us possibility to increase so-called tensile strength of the thread, which means that thread fix tissues better. This is because of our technology of the thread creation. Such thread gives us more mechanical effect of the elevation of the tissues, better fixation of the soft tissue layer on the needed position, plus to it, we also deliver hyaluronic acid from the different size of the particles which is inside of the thread. So step by step increasing biostimulation of the tissues within 6 months after implantation, together with the lifting effect of the tissues. Together today with my colleague Dr. Anna Kajaya will speak about the additional results what we are getting from the thread with the mechanical elevation and lifting effect. Of course, the procedure is same and quite simple. From one entry point, we are implanting 5 and 5 threads from each side. New product has even new cannulas, as you can see, much more smoother than previous generation, which are making less trauma. Even thread, you can see, is more white color because of the quantity, almost 40 milligrams of hyaluronic acid in the product. And the procedure done under local anesthesia is quite fast. Just few minutes to work. I know that in case of Dr. Albina, it takes exactly 7 minutes, entering the patient to the procedure room and then coming out with the final result. Only 7 minutes to work, with the simple, not too much trauma on the face, with quite fast recovery period because we are not creating inflammation, we are not making trauma so much thanks to the new cannulas and thanks to the quantity of hyaluronic acid inside of the thread. Our patient recovers in 1-2 days with the new product, and they are achieving a great result of the elevation of the tissues, like in that case 8 months after. But together with the mechanical result, we also getting a great stimulation of the tissues as well. Such product and such procedure mostly great for the patient who has no time for the complex procedures. They are coming once a year or once in 2 years, doing one procedure only, or coming from another city or country, and they would like to get all procedures together. Of course, we understand that if we will prepare our patient for the procedure, then we will do the threads, and again we do some biostimulation, it will be the best way. But in case of NAMICA, with one treatment, you will achieve a complex result. Elevation, reposition, armoring of soft tissue layer, plus a real long-lasting biostimulation of skin and soft tissue layer because of the great composition of the product. This is our just first step about NAMICA technology. Today we have only 3 products from one family, Excellence Visage, with the NAMICA technology, and this is our first ever long-lasting biostimulator product. But in our development, we have other products as well as liquid product and solid product with that technology, and very soon in the future, we will show you many interesting ideas and products how we can use them for our patient to improve our results. Thank you, dear colleagues.
Okay. Dr. George, thank you so much, Dr. George. An amazing introduction of the new product of NAMICA technology. I think it deserves another round of applause and a great presentation by Dr. George. Thank you so much. I'm amazed as well. So now before I invite Anna Kajaya to the stage, I would like to give you an exclusive sneak peek into what's next for APTOS. From new product launches to groundbreaking technologies, you will get a glimpse into the future of APTOS. This is your chance to be among the first to see the revolutionary advancements that will continue to set APTOS apart in the world of aesthetics. So, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes on the screen. Let's watch the video. And not only a movement, it's a big, big family, a great family. And now I would like to invite Anna Kajaya. She's the head of the scientific and clinical department of APTOS. And now she will share her professional tips on our 4th generation APTOS threads.
Hello, dear doctors, dear attendees. Happy to see you all here. And APTOS being unique encourages and inspires us to be unique, right? That's great. I hope you still keep this inspiration and will bring it for the long time after this Congress. Today I will be talking about one of that unique product that was created by APTOS. This is NAMICA technology. What stands behind this name, NAMICA? From nano to micro-sized capsules. What are these capsules? These are hyaluronic acid particles encapsulated into copolymer PLA-CL shell. The company worked on this technology over 10 years, and finally we got the product that is safest, the most effective, and cost-efficient. Why safest? Because the product used the most well-known components, PLA, PCL, hyaluronic acid, that is well-known. Why most effective? All those components have their own effects as a biostimulator. Plus, it has the enhanced lifting effect. And why cost efficient? Because with one
procedure, you can gain the complex of the effects. And this is the cost efficient for the patient. This is less traumatizing for the patient. Important part of this technology is hyaluronic acid. We all well know the advantages of hyaluronic acid that we use in a daily practice you use. However, there is big disadvantage of non-cross-linked hyaluronic acid. It degrades very fast. And with this technology, we were able to prevent this disadvantage of hyaluronic acid, coating hyaluronic acid into the gradually resorbable copolymer, PLACL. As a result, we have the new generation of the threads. The core thread that is presented from the PLACL thread, and the coating consisting the fibers of PLACL and the capsules that are hyaluronic acid encapsulated into the same copolymer. How this technology works? So the main moment is that was invented actually, that created the unique composite from PLACL and the hyaluronic acid. And the technology's main idea is to turn this composite into the capsules from hyaluronic acid and the shell of PLACL. We performed a number of studies. I will show you a few of them. Let's start from those that show the really benefit of this new technology of threads. We see that these threads are stronger. They have higher tensile strength, meaning that they are able to lift the weight, more weight. It has, in addition, what supports the enhanced lifting effect is its surface. It is uneven, and it additionally gives the best fixation in soft tissue. Regarding the biostimulation and long-lasting effect, as we already mentioned, we have these different size of capsules. Hyaluronic acid coated with PLACL, and these capsules have the different thickness of this shell. This gives us gradual release of the hyaluronic acid with the same speed as this copolymer shell is resorbed in the soft tissue. And as a result, we have up to 6 months effect of the hyaluronic acid. The effect starts from the big capsules, microcapsules, and what is important is that the microcapsules that are more than 2 micrometers in size have the pores, the free space from which hyaluronic acid released from the first minutes and hours after the application to the tissue. Some of other laboratory assessments show us that we have high volume of hyaluronic acid in our threads, and it is 22 milligram in one package. The histological study that we performed, animal study, shows the advantage of this hyaluronic acid in combination with our threads. So what we see during the time is that in the first period, when we have the recovery symptoms, inflammation, the reaction of the tissue, with new technology threads, we have very smooth reaction of the body and reduced inflammatory answer of the body. In terms of connective tissue growth, we see that elastin and collagen fibers are growth in a physiological matter. So we have very close to the physiological structure of the connective tissue, scaffold. So turning into numbers, all these assessments, we can say that the capsula that is created around all foreign body, and particularly around the threads, we see that the threads with new technology, with more hyaluronic acid, have the capsula that is very smooth and the thinnest in the observed samples. During the time over 6 months, we observed both collagen type 1 and collagen type 3 growth in both in derma and subcutaneous tissue. The same we can say for elastin. We saw stimulation of the elastin consistent stimulation of elastin during 6 months. As a conclusion of this histological study, we can say that we have with this new technology decreased inflammatory reaction of the body. That in clinic we can observe as a reduced rehabilitation period. We have consistent growth, stimulation of collagen type 1 and also 3 and elastin during the 6 months. And we have decreased formation of fibrotic tissue. From the clinical study, we also observed the clinical data confirming the effectiveness and safety of the threads with new technology. The study was performed in a way, the split face, with the split face design, we put on one side the threads with hyaluronic acid with new technology. On the other side, there was the previous generation threads implanted. So the goal was to confirm the superiority of the new technology threads in skin quality improvement, to confirm at least the quality of both generation of threads in lifting effect. From safety perspective, the aim was to confirm superiority in rehabilitation period and to confirm the general safety profile of the new technology of the threads. So what we assessed were the parameters of skin quality as wrinkles, evenness, pores, and pigmentation. So, in all of them, we observed for both generation of threads, we observed the improvement of these skin quality parameters. However, the level of improvement for the new generation of threads were much higher. In terms of lifting, we did see the great results for the lifting for both generations. However, for the level of lifting higher than 2 millimeters were observed in the threads with new technology of coating with hyaluronic acid. For the safety perspective, we confirmed, based on the collected data, that we have indeed reduced rehabilitation period based on the duration of the recovery symptoms and their severity. To conclude, so the threads with Namika technology with the coating of hyaluronic acid show the superiority in skin improvement during the study period. Also, it shows the superiority in lifting with the lifting level of higher than 2 millimeters. In terms of safety, we confirmed that we have reduced rehabilitation period and we have safe the general safety profile in long term is also equal to the previous generation. Thank you very much.
Anna, thank you so much for your presentation. You made it even more clear. I would like to thank our chairman as well. If you have any comments, if you have anything to share, because we're about to conclude our symposium. So, doctors, if you feel like saying anything, please share it with us.
Thank you, Anna, for this presentation. But as I mentioned today, because we have a very close collaboration with APTOS, so I had a very nice, data in my pocket that it is not only in the dermis, that for me, Namika is the really unique, solid biostimulator. You can name it, really it's unique. And the other things is, it is not only on the dermis, the result is on the hypodermis. So by the adiponectin and also the gene expression that we measured recently, so this, the position of these threads on the hypodermis, that this is exactly the same level that you put it as an expert, you can promote also the life cycle of the human primary adipocytes, and by this way you conserve both layers of the skin. So this is the things that you can give like a gift to your patients, and this is really wonderful.
Thank you, Dr. Fenyan. Really, I was listening to your presentation today in the morning, early morning, about the stimulation effect, mostly in combination with the different possibilities. In reality, we have to learn about it, I think, from Namika technology, because it's really, I think, will change something in our hands. Thank you very much. Dear colleagues, before we will finish with our session, if you have any questions, we will be ready to answer you right now.
So our experts are ready to give you their knowledge and give you answers, so please feel free if anyone has a question.
Hello?
Yes, please.
I am Dr. Jabir, consultant plastic surgeon from Iraq.
If you can put closer the microphone.
Just closer.
Closer.
Closer, we hear you, but
yeah.
just...
Yeah. I am Dr. Jabir, consultant plastic surgeon from Iraq. Always the problem of the patient by using this or any other type of sutures, facial sutures, is the time of the action of this suture. It's any time, any expired time, 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, or like this. And how we maintain the normal shape of the face after we are doing this type of suture, APTOS suture.
So you mean the result, the longevity of the result, right?
Not now, the result after 1 year.
Yes, how long it will stay, you mean?
Yes.
Yes. The result of any procedure, I believe, and not only the thread procedure, includes several things. First of all, it is the product which we are using. And in case of APTOS, I can truly tell you that this is the best product in the world regarding the threads. Second, the way how we will use the threads. And of course, it is very important how we are using tools, the instruments, which is threads in our practice, because we can have the best product in the hand, but we don't know how to use it properly. And of course, we will not achieve enough result and long-lasting results. So how we will do this procedure will be very important for the final result. And third is the indication. How properly we will choose the solution for the patient indication and for the patient needs. In that case, if we will say that the threads has quite long-lasting absorption period, and not only the absorption period is important, the important is the tensile strength, how long the thread is fixing tissues. In case of PLA-CL material, we have it until 1.5 years. That means that if we will properly choose the indication, if we will properly use the thread for our patient during the procedure, thread should fix the tissue on the needed position for at least for 1.5 years. By the practice, I can tell you that by histology, yes. My patients usually returns to me after 1.5 years, of course depending of the age, and repeating the procedure before they return back to the same position of the tissues that what they was before the procedure.
Okay, Dr. George, from your experience, any contraindication for using? Which patient that we avoid, which person that we avoid, which type of skin that we avoid for using these APTOS sutures?
First of all, we should consider the general contraindications for any injectable procedure. I will not list them right now. This is the general one. A healthy patient is most important in case of aesthetic procedures, of course. Speaking about the threads itself, heavy patients, extra skin, aging patients, atrophied tissues, in all these cases it is difficult to achieve the result. Nice result, good result, long-lasting result. But in most cases, all those patients, they don't want to do surgery. And why not to do threads? But in such case, we need to do a right protocol combining threads with the other solutions. And if we will prepare our patient with some biostimulation, create structure under the skin, retract skin, remove heaviness if there is need to do a liposuction or lipolysis, do the threads, and then we will also follow with the other steps, we can achieve quite nice results. So I don't see a real contraindication with the age or other things not related to the health of our patient.
Okay.
If we will do a proper combinations and right protocol, we will achieve a good result.
Okay, it's so clear. Thank you, Dr. George.
Thank you.
So if there is anyone, you can raise your hands. I see someone over there. Yeah, about the campaign, the new technologies, the new products. You can ask about anything, please.
Hello, can you hear me? So I would like to thank you for the excellent presentations. I think we all understood from my presentation that I like to combine treatments. I would like to ask about the new product.
Namika?
About the new product, Allure, how to combine in patients who have either undergone Namika, thread lifting procedures, either before or after, some guidelines about the time frame.
Thank you. Thank you for your question. Regarding the combination Allure and thread lifting, so here is approximately the same composition. Yes, you can use it, for example, in the same session, but I don't recommend you because of the swelling, because of the edema. So that's why it's better to prepare soft tissues and after that to apply threads, or opposite. When, for example, you did the thread lifting and that after a couple of weeks you just want to improve or just to do a little touch-up for your main procedure, and you can inject Allure. My recommendation to you not to combine with caprolactone fillers.
I cannot hear you. I don't know.
My suggestion to you doesn't work.
It works maybe, okay?
My recommendations to you not to combine with caprolactone fillers, and be very to have a big attention to combination with, for example, hydroxyapatite calcium. So that's why if you are using different types of the biostimulators, at least you need to wait 2-3 months for the first result from the first session, and after that you can change that biostimulator and you can change the main composition of your biostimulator.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I can see another hand up. Yeah. If we can pass on the microphone, please.
Hello. Hi. So I'm Dr. Shruti from India, and I would like to ask, now we are combining in the same context of combining different treatments. We also do a lot of energy-based device treatments, and when we were doing fillers with energy-based device treatments, it was propagated that it kind of hampers action. One hampers the action of the other, and with the Namika having hyaluronic acid in it, how do you combine energy-based devices with thread lifting with Namika? That's what I would want to know.
Regarding the combination of, in general, of the threads with the energy-based devices, we have to understand that, as Dr. Albina just mentioned, in case we need, because of the age of the patient, because of the atrophy of the tissues, we need to prepare tissues for the thread lifting procedure. Sometimes we have such atrophy that threads is not catching tissues enough. So with the energy-based devices, we can create this structure under the skin. Also, it is a good solution for those patients who have problems with the skin quality. So to achieve a good skin retraction, it could be also a good preparation. If we are speaking after the thread procedure, again, for good skin retraction, for example, you do the neck and not all the skin was elevated because there is a lot of extra skin in case of aging patients. So after 1 month, You can do energy-based devices or any even some other injectables that can retract your skin and achieve a good result.
Not all the energy-based devices. Sorry,
Yeah,
Dr.
yeah.
George, you are a plastic surgeon. You are not watching in the simple things. So my recommendations for you, for sure, you know, the thread lifting cannot replace plastic surgery, yeah? Even plastic surgery, facelift cannot, for example, replace fillers, toxin, thread lifting, and everything, yeah? We should live with each other, and we should find the proper solution, individuality, and create an individual treatment planning for each the patient. For example, as Dr. George mentioned, when we see aging patient with deformative morphotype, to do at the first session thread lifting, sorry, you will be disappointed, but not with your work. You will be disappointed with the threads.
Okay.
But you will forget, and you will not consider that your skin tissues was not prepared. So that's why energy-based devices, my highly recommendation for you, like ultrasound machine, microneedling radio frequency, any type of radio frequency, IPL, yes, easily we can do before.
Okay.
Regarding after thread lifting, please don't use ultrasound machine because there is a deep impact, deep influence, it burns the fat, and our threads are placed in subcutaneous fat. There are others you can do easily.
All right. Thank you so much.
I would like also to share with you my personal experience. As Dr. Albina told, you know, you should divide the energy-based devices in different category because they are not the same. Their target is not the same level on the skin. So when you do something like this, that you like the threads that you target before, for example, the depth of the skin, so you don't need to target there. So you should avoid exactly, for example, the highly focused ultrasound machine or shock waves or something like this. You can do something that is very superficial, and if you have your plan for your patient, you can organize it before and plan it before to doing, for example, your thread. You prepare the skin, you focus on the skin quality, and then you put your threads. If not, you continue with the superficial one. The lasers, normally they are superficial. The radio frequency, they are deeper. And then, you know, the HIFU is deeper. So because of this, you can avoid the very deep things.
Thank you, Dr. Ferriel. I saw a gentleman with a hand. Yes.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Dr. Hugo Ho from Australia. This question is for Dr. George. I saw on one of the webinar by Dr. Marlin, he introduced a new form of thread where he combined light lift spring with excellent visage. But can you tell us more about that development? Is it going ahead? Or I thought it was a good way to fix the light lift spring thread. And that was used in one of his webinars.
For which indication it was shown?
It was a palsy case, but the thread was actually a combined excellent visage and light lift spring in one thread.
In one thread, inside?
Yes, that's right, yes.
We had such experiments. We're always doing such experiments in our practice, using excellence visage inside of light lift spring thread. My father's idea, immediately giving you a nice effect because of the mimic activity, trauma even spring is sliding inside of the tissue. So if you will use visage inside of the spring, for the first time period, for the nearest few weeks, it will catch the tissues. Later we understand that mimic activity will destroy the fixation of the barbed suture. But spring fixation will remain. So this is additional fixation of your spring thread for the first time period after the injection.
But will you be developing that thread further for sale, or that was just an experiment?
No, we did not create such product because it is not a, let's say, special indication. This is just an additional thing, what you can do in your practice by yourself. When you are doing visage and spring, you just take one thread and put in the spring during the procedure. So you don't need to create for that a special product. Right. But my father doing it often, periodically.
Thank you.
So a couple of more questions, if anyone has. And yes, please, the lady. Can we pass
Can
the
we
microphone?
provide microphone here, please, guys? Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. My question is about Namika. We hear that we have a lot of hyaluronic acid inside. Will it give us some swelling in the future? Because it's like 6 months? Yeah, thank you.
No, we will not have, because this is not cross-linked HA. That's the main idea. One more time, we just want to fix the point. We don't want to be based in the HA fillers market. So that's why we will not use BDDE. We will not use cross-linked. The idea of the HA non-cross-linked is just to decrease inflammatory reaction first. The second one, to biostimulate and to create elastin fibers, which, for example, in clinical practice, our patients, they can even mention it that the skin color, skin structure became better, not after 2 weeks, in the same day and on the second day, on the day third, which is really unique. And due to the hyaluronic acid, which is non-cross-linked, no swelling, no hematomas, no bruising, even no pain, which is really unique formula.
One more thing what I would like to add, that we control delivery of hyaluronic acid. So it is not like we have 40 milligrams in one session. We control delivery of hyaluronic acid within 6 months. So step by step, this 40 milligrams is coming out. So we grow this result of the biostimulation within 6 months, plus together with PLA, which is in the thread. So this is not one injection of 40 milligrams in one session, and you are getting immediate booster effect from the filler.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, yes, please.
Thank you. I'm Dr. Susan. I'm a dermatologist from Costa Rica, and seeing all the things that you do here, it's amazing. Dr. Albina, my question is, if you use Allure at first for a patient with a bad skin condition or bad aging condition, how long later can you use the threads to make the lift effect?
Thank you so much. Due to histological researches, which already was published dedicated to polylactic acid, and our own researches, which is upgoing, and we're going to publish this, I think, at the end of this year. You can easily take 3-4 weeks. First, you are doing Allure, waiting for the 3-4 weeks for the biostimulation, collagen first, third type, like fibroblasts, like elastin fibers. And after that, when you will have a creation of very nice tissues, you can, for example, place threads.
Okay, is there anyone else to participate? Anyone with a question? Finish! Dr. Marlon said finish. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to conclude now. I would like to say thank you to our chairman and also our experts, Dr. Albina, Dr. George, Dr. Ferial, and Dr. Benjamin, who was with us. It was a great journey, and to hear all the knowledge from you guys. Thank you very much.